Hey, I picked up a new Star Wars figure. This one is a Empire Strikes Back StormTrooper from the Vintage Collection. You can see the packaging. And there's the one from 1980 to 82. I didn't know a lot about this figure. I hadn't seen a lot on it. I hadn't seen many reviews on YouTube, but I didn't realize that it was going to be like that with the where the helmet comes off. And for me, that was I don't know, it was just a turn off for me. It's oversized. It doesn't match up good for the body. It's discolored. I wish they just would have left it alone like the vintage StormTrooper. I had planned on buying probably about 10 of them, but this is the only one they had, and after I got it home, I believe I'm just going to pass. If I do decide to go back and buy more, I may just buy the StormTroopers and pop the head off and do away with the shoulder piece. But it comes with the bigger rifle, and this one right here. And if you notice, once you take his helmet off, if you look at his face real good, something else that strings this whole side over here is gone. It's just not made right. It's just got a strange look to it. But the ones I have to compare it to, this is a StormTrooper I have indoor battle pack. That's a real good one, I think. And I have one here that I bought in 1977, which I have about 10 of these, but they're all in pretty rough shape. But that's the new vintage StormTrooper. And I finally got in my mail-away rocket firing Boba Fett, which I was finally glad to get that back in. This truly is a vintage figure. It's sculpted and looks just exactly like the old one. The feet on it's just a little bit bigger, and the pack itself for the rocket firing feature is a little bit bigger. And this if you don't have a stand to put it on, you'll have a hard time getting this figure to stand up without him leaning forward, because he's not counterweighted very good due to just the fact that it's got the rocket firing feature in the back. But here's the one that I got in 1979, and you can see they're just about exactly alike. And this is, it's great. I really do like this. Like I said, it's a true vintage figure to me. You can see the difference in the backs. And here's the rocket that it actually fires. If you pull this one out, this is just for looks, to look like the old one. And you put that one in, and right there's the firing mechanism for it. But the thing about this that I do remember that started a lot of different things about choking hazard in kids was I have one of the missiles here that started all of it from January of 1979 actually. And there's a couple different variations of it. There's one with just a round one, but it was this right here is what goes in front of these older Mattel toys. This is actually a toy from 1978 from Battlestar Galactica. You load it up in the front right there and it shoots out. Well, in early January they stopped making these rocket firing stuff like this because a boy in Georgia actually got one of these stuck in his throat and died, and they had like 10 or 11 other pretty serious injuries from it. So this one right here is what got it all started, and then they scrapped the rocket firing Boba Fett. But I'm glad to see that they finally decided to come back with it, and especially make it to where it looks just exactly like the one from the late 70s. You know, this character didn't have a whole lot of on-screen time, really elusive, didn't say a whole lot. You know, and in the movies, he died an embarrassing comical death, actually, but it's a big seller. And this is probably going to be my favorite out of all of them that I've got so far. I'm real happy with this one. I actually sent out enough to get another one in the mail to keep on the card and put it up. I guess my kids can fight over it when I'm dead and gone, but that's pretty much it for today. Was on the look again for another AT-AT. I went to a Walmart, or called one that was about 27 miles from here, and they said they had one, but when I got down there it was already gone, so I missed out on that earlier. But I picked up a few more figures, and I should get back later on about making another video. That's it today for my Star Wars collection.